Okay, so I'm filling the palette for Italy, and oh, there's a little drop in there, which happens. So I ordered the art toolkit palette, and the reason I like this one is that it's thin. I still have some, wet watercolor in here, so I'm trying not to mess with it too much. So what I like about it is it's thin. I can have a ton of colors, and then also I can mix on these little, so like I can use this as a palette, and I can even mix some colors in here and use. I always use artist grade, but student grade is just fine. So I will show you a student grade palette after I'm done here. And so what I've done with this is I put a clear envelope, a clear pocket on the front and cut it down to fit the cover of the palette so that I could stick these in there. So here's the colors so I can see what the colors are. The only way I have found that I actually keep track of what colors there are is if I put a pocket on the front of the watercolors. Otherwise, I lose them. I use them in art or whatever. I don't know what happens to me, but I end up messing it up. So I put a pocket, then I can slide this in here, and I always have it. And so I'll go through which colors are what. So so you can see the colors. This is alizarin crimson. This is Venetian red. Quin rose, oh, hold on. Okay, so this is the palette that I am taking with me to Italy. And so I wanted to show you a little bit of the colors. It's the art toolkit, and it comes with certain wells, and I take some out. I like these long skinny ones better than I do these square ones. And these little teeny ones, I only use a little bit of them. It's just what you think you will use. And so for me, I just modify it. So I always buy an extra of the long skinny just because they work better for me. And then these come with these little ones, and so like this row right here comes full of those little ones, and I normally only use about 6, so I did have to buy a little extra of those to fill that. So I'll tell you what I have here, and it's I can never say this right, I don't know why. Alizarin crimson, Italian Venetian red, Quin rose, Potter pink, because I love Potter pink, so I always like to have it in my palette. That's this right here. And then the rose madder. This is brilliant orange, and this is Quin burnt orange. Then this is it's a Gambarage Nova, lemon yellow, hooker green, Italian green, and rare earth green. These two are very similar, but this one gets darker tones than this one does. And so I like hooker green for that reason. And rare earth, I just love that color, so I like having it. This is on onion skin paper. I probably should have used watercolor paper, but I didn't have any right next to me, so I just used what I had next to me. So it doesn't show the colors truly how they are, but it's also thin to fit in this little pocket I have. I'll show you that. So I get a clear pocket, and put on here, so that's what I'm talking about. This is ultramarine blue, indigo, cobalt green. This is mineral violet, Van Dyke brown, lunar black, and Chinese white. So I like to at least have a brighter red, a yellow, and a blue, a true kind of blue. The rest is just fluff. Like you can mix anything if you have those 3 colors, but I like having a combination. I do have to say that this Quin Burnt Orange, I always mix a little bit of the Brilliant Orange in it to get a little bit of an oranger tone in there. More terracotta-y for me, but anyways, I can do that off the palette too. It doesn't have to be inside there, but anyways. And then I can take this information and slip it right in here. And I have been known to throw these things away or use them in art projects. So when I have this clear pocket right there, it just makes it to where they're always there. Makes it a lot easier on me because I have a tendency to, I don't know, they just disappear. Anyways, so when I'm filling my palette, I always have a toothpick and a little piece of paper towel, and I like to pull it to the edge. Just pull the color to the edge, and like once they get more solid, I'll tap. This is not solid yet. Like when there's more solid, you can kind of press them down better. But when there's still a little, that one's good. That one's good. You can kind of put some pressure on it and just make sure that there's no pokies. Some of these I got a little full, like that one and that one are really full. That one's really full. I like to do them a little less just because then they don't bleed into the other ones so easily. If they do, it's not a crime, but I don't love it. So like I try to go from the center whenever I'm working in these full ones. I just kind of dip my brush in the center of them, just kind of to make a little well in the center so that they're not overflowing. But anyways, I like this palette because I can mix colors on this side. I can use this as a palette, and it's nice and compact. It just holds everything, and it's super thin. So it's a nice little palette. But I wanted to show you another option. So let me clean this up and I'll show you the other option. Okay, so I looked at some travel palettes that were inexpensive and had a variety of colors and were compact. And this is the one that I came up with. It is Lanque. I'll give you guys the link to it. It has, so it says Certified Watercolor Lanque, Languo. And this works as a water well, so you can put your water in it. You have separated mixing stations, and it comes with a tiny little brush. We'll see how well it works. We're gonna try it out. I just read reviews and I thought, let's try it. This is a tiny, tiny brush, I'll tell you that right now, but let's try this. We'll see what the colors look like. So black. There. Now let's do, this must be a brown. They're pretty good watercolors, I'm thinking. And I think this was only like $15. There's that brilliant blue that you kind of need. It's kind of nice to have a really bright blue because you can add all kinds of, you can add, if you want it, you can mix it to yellow to make a different green. You can, oh, I made a mess there, hang on. It just allows you to mix really well and make, other colors. I think this is a purple, and a purple is nice to have. There. Now, this is a bright green. I actually kind of like this palette. Without the hassle, this is really nice because these colors are pretty good. I'm kind of impressed right now. And then, I'm just gonna forgo that. I'm using the brush because that's what came with it, but I probably would have a different brush. I don't know, maybe you'd use it. This is like a sky blue. You need a good red. There's a good red. Whoops. An orange. And this brown, if you mixed some orange with it, would be nice for terracotta. There, like a yellow there, and then another, this is like a bright orange. That might be more of a terracotta-y color. And then here's another, like a lemony yellow. Well, I don't know. This might be the lemony yellow. Lemony yellows to me have a little bit of green in them, so they're brighter. I don't know. They kind of, I have to be careful with them, what I'm using, because sometimes whenever you even photograph what you're doing, it looks a little green. Here's the white. As you can see, white. This isn't a bad palette, actually. You have plenty of places to mix. It's compact. And if I could get this thing to set in better, let's see. Let me see. Let me do the yellow again. See if I just probably didn't press down. You know what? It's not bad. All for under $20. You got, and it came with a little watercolor palette. I mean, watercolor palette, a watercolor pad. So not bad. Actually, not bad. I'm kind of impressed with it, actually, because all this fits. I mean, the brush and everything fits in a small space. Let's see if this one goes, no, that one goes second. There we go. And then the watercolor brush sits there, and then you close her up, and then it fits in the cup. So then you got your cup, your watercolor palette, and a brush. And that brush, if you're not doing big spaces, it would be perfect. So like, even if you brought one more that was a little bigger round brush, you'd be set. I kind of like this idea. Like, for the price and then what you get, I say it's a win. So I'll give you guys the link to this guy, because I'm pretty impressed with it. So here's both of them, and size-wise, I mean, this one's longer, this one's thicker, but price-wise, like, each one of these bottles, unless you have them on hand, like, some of these colors are pushing $20 a bottle. So one of these colors, you could do this. And I'm leaning towards this. I think this was a good deal. I might take both of them just to experiment on the trip too, just to get more information to see if I can't, I don't know. But for what I just did, this one would be my choice, actually. I read some reviews and I thought, let's try it. And so I'm kind of impressed with it. So you guys can choose for yourself, but I don't know, I just wanted to give you some options.